One really awesome thing about having products that are made locally is that the customers can come in and shop with us and know that they're not just supporting our shop, which is a small local shop, but they're supporting their neighbors who are artists and makers as well. The more you support your community, the more that they're going to support you back. I'm Lisa Jee, and Stay Forever is my business. Our mission is to build community through retail by supporting local artists as much as we can. Another wonderful thing, especially being so connected with the community, is, a customer may walk in and we most likely know them by their first name, we know about their family, we know about the vacation they just went on. So when they come in, they're sharing so many details about their lives with us that it helps us in curating what we bring in. When we first opened, Michelle and I both had our babies who were 8 months and 4 months, and we had a playpen set up right next to the register. Customers would literally come in, whether they were buying things or not, they would come in to say hi and check on our family, and we were able to do the same for our customers. Just so cute. I love that she's rocking that deer hat.
Oh yeah.
Michelle and I first decided to open Stay Forever because we've always had a dream to open our own business. I used to work as a creative director for the Strand, so I have a lot of experience working with a lot of these brands individually. And also for Michelle, she was a product manager at Etsy Wholesale, where she worked directly with makers to get their products ready for retail. So coming from bigger corporate backgrounds, it definitely gave us a leg up. Michelle and I find a lot of local artists by putting calls out on Instagram, asking for recommendations, seeing what the community is looking for. And then we have a lot of makers who actually come in and present their work to us, which is wonderful. A lot of times, if we're a little unsure or if they've never been in a retail setting before, we start on a consignment basis with them. And that really is great for both of us because we're able to get feedback from the community to see how well it's doing, and then we can always give that advice back to the maker. One of the biggest excitements of owning our own business is that we have full creative reign. At the same time, all the risk is on us. If we overbuy or buy something that doesn't do as well, that's kind of something that we have to eat the cost for. But it challenges Michelle and I to both be creative and figure out ways to move product that might become a little stale. Especially with the pandemic, I think we saw major global supply chain issues across the board. So even bigger retailers, they weren't able to get a lot of the products that they needed to fill their shelves. And you'll see that a lot of those retailers are even reaching out to smaller local makers. For us, it was a no-brainer. If we can support our community, then our community will support us. Being able to showcase artists who live here sets you apart from some of your other competitors. And I think especially with supply chain issues, smaller artists, they're hungry and they want to survive too, so they're going to do what it takes to get their product into your hands. It's really great when a customer can come in and they're shopping and you can introduce them to the candle maker who's also in the shop shopping. So it just makes more of a connection with the product and with the neighborhood as well. As our families grew, our kids section grew as well, and we just ended up running out of space here. And it was kind of, I would say, kismet, because there was a space across the street that had been open for a while, and unfortunately the business that was there before had closed during the pandemic. We took a look at the space across the street and it just felt right, and the fact that the businesses are so close to each other really helped us in being successful in opening a second location. Even taking that leap of faith was a huge risk. We got such positive feedback because there really isn't anything in the neighborhood like it right now. I'll see the women when they're pregnant, and then all of a sudden the baby's here, and then they're attending our jazz baby music classes. And so the kids are really growing with us. And it's fun to have them come into the store and be able to address the kids by their first name. And when they're walking down the street, you can see all the kids stop and pull their parents into the shop with them. Between the two of us, we have 4 small children under the age of 5. It's a huge challenge. For us, there is no clocking in, clocking out. We just couldn't imagine how we would make it work if we had to, one, commute and be away from our kids for so long. We're really blessed that we had this opportunity to kind of follow our passion and also have our kids literally on our hips as we were building the store. I think our kids are super excited to have these stores. I don't think they quite understand what it is yet. Right now it's kind of their own personal toy store or shop. My daughter learned how to say hi just by interacting with customers and being in the store. I think they are really proud of us, and everything that we do is really for them. Yeah, those are really great.
What do we got for this?
And I think they're super size. They're like life size. Obviously, we want the businesses to continue to grow. There's a lot of economic uncertainty out there right now. We don't really know what to expect, and all we can do is continue to be here for the neighborhood, figure out what our community needs, and continue to provide for that. If we were just a store that only sold items that you could get from anywhere, I don't think we would make it here. The more you support your community, the more that they're going to support you back.